Pretty cool, right? Yeah, onto the video. You know what it is about. This is talking about my new equalizer, the API, the 5500 or the 5500, whatever you want to call it. It's right here. You can see it right now. This is a tank, okay? This piece of gear is amazing. I've used so the little clip already. Pretty straightforward. You have input, output for every single one. So, which is the difference between this one and I totally forgot the name of the other EQ in a format, in a 500 format. You will see a picture right here. But which is the difference between that one and this one? Actually, it's pretty much the same. It's the same 4 bands. Actually, there is the same frequency, you know, boosts and cuts. The difference is in the range right here. So this is why, let me see this. Let me put this back again. So this is in normal, and if I go here, so because remember the API working by 2 decibels. So if it's because I can't see right now anything, okay, but so if I boost 10K 2 decibels, that's fine, you know. Let me see one more time. Okay, okay, cool. So that's 2 decibels. That's half decibel. So it's like, I mean, yeah, it's like a 1.5, and this is only 1 decibel. So it's gonna decrease, and then it's gonna be way more fine tuning for mastering. Oh no, and also for mixing too. And the other cool part is because it's not only work for a master, but you can work this in the recording process. I already record an album using this guy on the kick, snare, and also on the vocal so far, and then it sounds amazing. And I spent, let's see, I spent like 3 mixes so far with this monster, and then you know what, it's super cool. So let's back to the video. All right, so we are here from the session. Today I'm going to show you this with 2 different bands. One is gonna be Wish an Island, is more like a 70s kind of rock, kind of Sabbath-ish, okay? I used this before, like for another reviews. And also I want to show you the demo we did with Vigil, like 2 years ago. Actually, last weekend we recorded the first album. Sounds super cool. I can't wait to listen to the mix. Unfortunately, I will not mix it. They're going to send it to the different and awesome producer Bob from Richmond. He's going to mix it. But the raw track sounds freaking cool, okay? And so it's right here. So I'm going to show you how this on in drum, bass, guitars, and vocals, and also mainly in the master bass, okay? All right, so this is the EQ. Maybe you can see which is the frequency I will use for the video, but I will tell you through the process. Okay, so let's listen this how it's on drums. Let's bypass this and listen to drums. All right. Let's focus how it sounds the lows and highs, okay? Let me go to 30 hertz. I will put this to the max and check this out how it sound, okay? Now listen with this. You can feel even more, okay? Now let's see how it sounds this in 50, for example. Okay. Bypass. Listen. That's to the max. Now listen with the shelf. That's in shelf. This in bell. One more time. It's rich, and it's crazy. I like what 12 decibels and still the same here, so I don't have too much output, which is super cool. Okay, that's the reason I don't have like an output knob, because I don't need it. This thing sounds amazing, you know, it's super cool. Now let's see how sound the highs, okay? Let me put this back, 0. Let's focus on the highs, okay? So, let's see how it sounds on 7K to the max, okay? 12 decibels of that. Listen. Now let's see with the shell. Very noticeable. Now let's see how it sounds on 12. Actually, that was 10K. This is 12 now, okay? This is 12. Bell. Sounds cool too. Now let's go to 20. Sorry, no. 20 kilohertz, okay? So listen. That's just air. Listen. You can feel it. It's just air to the max. Now let's do this for real, okay? Let's make a pretty cool tone. Yeah, boost in 50. 4 decibels. Let's cut 500, just a little bit. And let's add 5K, okay? A little bit of 5K, and also let's add, yeah, 10 kilohertz, okay? That's 10 kilohertz, just 2 decibels. Listen to drums. Now with the shells. Amazing sound. Let's see this with the whole mix. The bass. Which is super cool. Alright, let me stop this. Now let's see how it sounds this on bass, okay? Alright, bass, because it is mono, we're using only this side, okay? So let's see. Yeah, 100, why not? I want some mids here, 240, like a little bit. I want mids, And 7K, sure, why not? Now listen. Different, right? Let's see with the shelves. Woof. Let's see with the whole mix. Bypass. So rich. Bells. That sounds cool too. Please. Now let's go to the guitars. Yo, don't forget to give me a like, to subscribe, and share this. Also, don't forget I can mix and master your band online. So just send me the tracks and then I will do all the magic. So back to the video. Let's add 200 views. 200. Oh, 1 minute. Yeah. It's 1,500. Is anybody there? And then you'll be there between 7. Oh, nothing's going to help it. Why am I feeling so cold? That's us. Some weird frequency around the... Let's count it on 700, let's see. Actually, sounds cool without... That doesn't sound really good, that's cool. I like with a bell better than a shelf for this case. All right, now let's see this on the vocals, okay? Is anybody there? Rather 1,000. Right here. I'm going to match that. Then you add a 3K. Just a little bit. And the air will be, let's see, 10K. Air, okay? There. So check this out. Coming out right now. Listen, that was on the vocals. There it is. It's shining now, you see. Beautiful. Sounds beautiful. Let's wait for it. Let's listen more of it, okay? Just wait for it and we bypass this. Yeah, vocals with more push in the mid-highs and highs, and we saw with shelves shining way more. Sounds pretty cool. Yes, a little more there, okay? This is more in the 10K, okay? Who are these people? Yeah. Here more. Here.
Feel like I'm lost in the crowd.
More body. Let's see more body. 200 again.
Tired of just pretending.
There, more body. There it is. Yeah. Bypass. Wait for it. Wait for it. Then listen to the music is the music is amazing, you know, yeah. Listen.
The neon light, it shines down, falling from the sky. Breathe life back into me now, fixing up my mind.
Now let's listen this bad boy in the master bass. So if you can yourself, hey, why you buy that one? Why you don't buy another one? You know, for example, the Manley or an EQ or another very boutique EQ. The answer is this, and it's going to be a little longer. And also, this answer is based off the video I did I guess like a year ago, about how the pros, you know, choose which kind of cue they will use for the session, of depends on the client and the music. So in that video, I show like a 5 or 4 different EQ plugins I use mainly for the master bass, and one of those was the Universal Audio API channel strip. Of course, I only using the EQ section. I don't use the other stuff in that specific plugin, and that plugin, believe it or not, wins 80% of the time.
What?
Even a lot of people in the comments below, and also I have another reel and also TikTok talking about pretty much the same. And dude, 80% of the time people say, hey, the API sounds better, is the API, is the API, is the API, is the API. Also, in my own, like I said, in my own example, I mean, yeah, in my own experience, I mean, the API wins most of the time over the other ones. I don't say the other ones sounds bad. I don't say the API is better than the Manley or the Converter or the Curve Bender, you know, by Chandler, or another one which I don't have one right now in mind. I don't say it's better. For me, it's the sound I really like to me. This is personal experience too, you know. This is personal preference. And then, okay, let me put this in this way. In this way, I'm pretty sure that people will still thinking why we understand me. For example, you want to cook a piece of steak, okay? The piece of steak is gonna taste a steak no matter what, but you wanna cook it for example, a Texas flavor. Same say you want to cook it in different way, and then you want to make it more, I don't know, in Korean flavor. And same mistake, you want to cook it and you want to do it in more Peruvian flavor, okay?
That's it. Nice and hot. Yeah, boy.
At the end of the day, it's going to be the same steak, but the approach and the taste at the end is going to be different because it's the spices, you know? And then that's how I have a lot of plugins to see which is the best, okay, for that specific genre or band or project mix. And then that's how it's the same band but different approaches, different spices to see which is the best for that specific mix. And this is how all these combine. Then, for example, I really like the Peruvian flavor. I really like the Peruvian flavor over the India. I prefer the Peruvian flavor than the Texas one. I don't say it's one better than the other. Sometimes I want to eat more barbecue style. Sometimes I want to eat more Indian or Korean style, you know. And sometimes I get tired about the Peruvian flavor. It's not one versus other. It's like but most of the time this wins. It's just that. It's pretty simple. Maybe for you guys, you prefer better for that specific thing a Neve EQ, which is cool too. And I think I want to try one of those someday, you know. But it's just that I don't say API is better. I say like API for me is the sound I really like so far. Rolling. In 15 and 4. Start 500. Look at the idea. Look at 5K.
Is anybody there?
4. Listen.
All those things won't do help it. Why am I feeling so cold?
The bass, the low end sounds so rich.
Disappearing.
Yeah, there's too much here. You can hear. There. Oh, the master bass is shine. Yeah, well, sounds cool and everything. But the master bass, very nice difference. What if we add 1,000? Because we may need this more mid-range. Okay, wait for it. Way more clear, super clear. It doesn't harsh, it's super clear.
What am I doing here? Who are these people with me? Feel like I'm lost in the crowd.
Listen that.
Tired of just pretending.
Okay, this is enough. Now let's move this to Vigil, okay? All right, so let's see how this bad boy sounds on thrash metal, okay? So let's go. Like that. Let's add 50, okay? Let's add 500, why not? Let's have 5K, yes. And let's have 15K, yes. 15K. I don't know, why not? Listen. Now, 12. Too much. Right here. What a difference, right? What if I want this more in front, okay? Let's add that 1,000 to be more in front. Wow, what a change! Listen to this now. More normal, okay? What a difference! In the bass is way more clear. Now in the hammer hertz. 100 Hz sounds cool. Go back to 50. Let's see this in 40. So dense. I prefer it's between 50 or 100, yes. Now remember this, right? When I told you this is for master. Check this out. Now it's like a way low how much I add because this is out for master. Check this out. Silent now. Back to normal. Listen without, listen without. This is how we started, okay, with nothing. This is nothing on the master. This is all this is in bypass. The whole mix is alive now. It's just this over there. Even with 2 decibels in 50 sounds pretty cool. And this is a raw track. I think this is enough. Yeah. This thing pretty cool, right? Yeah, this thing is amazing. That's literally so expensive. Yeah, this new is like over $3,000. Used you can find with luck around 24 with luck. It's always around like a 27, you know. But yeah, so that's the reason it's expensive, but dude, sounds amazing and everything. Highly producers, you know, they use this mainly on drums and also for the master bass. Yes, those are the main two things they use it. But like I said, you know, I use this for the recording process and it sounds amazing. I don't like to, for example, to record guitars with the EQ. I prefer to get the real tone and then later in the mix I can add the EQ here there just a little bit. But yeah, on the guitar sounds amazing too. It's a pretty cool tool, you know. And yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you like the API sound. And that's it. Bye guys. See ya.